This is just a nice, easy one. Would those of us in the room please tell their favorite stories of DesertBus? It can be from any year, and anything related to DesertBus, setup, coordination, or whatever. Thank you all, and much love. Aww. Does anybody have a story that comes to mind at all?
My mind is just immediately going to the murder hallway twerk shenanigans.
Yes.
Was that 9?
That was 9.
That was 9, yeah.
Yeah. Where I'm still not exactly sure what happened.
I mean, I don't even know if that corp line is canonical. So
I don't think it is.
I appreciate that, like, the Dogeman became part of non-canonical canon in the corp line universe. Yep. So the murder hallway. We had some good fun in the murder hallway. It was a really good part of that set. There it is. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a good one.
DesertBus 7 was the first one that I volunteered on, and was, I think, the last one in Moonbase Mark III.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think, like, I have not laughed harder, I think, than I did in 2 cases. One was the seizure chicken hat broke Andrew, and we didn't have a reverse shot, but he fell behind, like, down just in front of our monitors, and sobbing, laughing, and so Graham, with the chicken hat flopping around on his head, took Andrew's camera and started taking pictures of him.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And then the other one was the performance of Gay Bar, which interrupted Jenga, which I fell into the costume rack. Like, I just disappear off camera because I could not stand upright, and those two were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and speech jamming Cam when he just said horses.
Horses.
And made Graham cry.
Just off the top of my head, it was actually the tech test this year where we were testing out the Skype call functionality this year, and so we sent Joe into another room to see, like, if we could get all the sound and stuff going through, and he kept basically saying that like, he could hear the entire room, but he couldn't hear me, which was, like, the only fader up on the board. And I was like, I cannot figure out the life of me why he's getting sound from the room, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like wondering what's going on, and the whole time Joe had Skype muted, but he had the stream running in the background. And all he types in the Skype chat is, "You're gonna hate me." And I just, like, lost my mind for a moment. But yeah, it was a good tech test this year.
Oh. That was more tiring than expected.
My first DesertBus was DB5, and based on the fact that I was so jealous that I chose not to go with Ian and Corey for DB4, because I was just like, I don't know these people, I don't think they're going to accept me, so I'm just not going to bother going. And then I watched what they were doing, and I was like, that looked really fun, I should have gone. So the next year I'm like, I'm going no matter what.
Yeah.
And flew out, and to walk in to walk into DesertBus when I haven't met anybody, and I'm carrying my guitar. I'm like, oh, it's going to be that guy, right? But I walk in, I take a couple steps down down into the basement of Moonbase Mark III, and Alex sees me, and of course we've only really talked a few times, but he sees me and he goes, "Holy bus," and gets this big smile on his face, and I'm like, oh, I belong here. Like, it was the coolest thing, just to, he was like, just to have seen me, and it made him so happy to see me, because I told nobody I was coming, essentially, except for, like, Jared and Tally, because I was staying on their floor, and just for him to get, like, so excited by that, I was like, wow, that's great. So, and, you know, and he and I have been a couple ever since.
Oh.
Anyway. Also, actually, another good, because Desert Bus 5 was a lot of like important memories, like Quappa Clock was
Copper
beautiful.
Clock, yeah.
But also, by about like the third day or the fourth day, because I decided I'm going to do the midnight shift,
Yeah.
because we weren't even calling it Zeta by that at
Yeah.
that time, to do the late night shift, because I'm like, well, nobody else is up, and my sleep schedule's all messed up, I'll do it. And to basically be like, well, we're going to do all sorts of cool things, and we have all this, like, Ian brought a mixer, and we have stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. And Ian had told me a few things about where there's this and there's that and whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's neat that you brought all this stuff. And we didn't have anyone to actually work that, so I just sat down in front from time to time and just filled with things and did stuff and was trying to like just play with it to, you know, do fun things and make stuff work. And that was the, you know, for me it was like they just trust me to touch all this stuff. They don't care. They're like, oh yeah, I'd let Beach do this. It's like whatever, it's fine. I'm like, this is not fine. You don't know
Yeah.
if I'm good at this or not. But they're like, he's touching it. He probably knows what he's doing. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's touching it. He probably knows what he's doing. Is like the tagline of Desert Bus.
Yeah, right?
Like, if someone does something with even a little bit of confidence, they're like, "Great, awesome! Someone's got
This
it."
is just a social engineering experiment writ large, right? It's like, how much can we break into each other's silos?
Yeah.